In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Vikings are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Bengals, who will need to solve that secondary.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, Cutler. And he fires one, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals take possession. First and 10 for Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Out of him as things continue to move on.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Shift together here from the D-line. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Andy Dalton going for the deep ball. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. On the toss, Mixon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. The play fake to Hill. Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my #1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. Dalton throwing on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, off goes Dalton, and on comes the Bengal kicker, Jake Elliott, for the field goal try. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right? Instead of your kicker, yeah. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Cutler now off the bootleg. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only get. One yard, there was no room to run. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. They run it again with Cook. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They go play action with Cutler. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Now a run with Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Cutler to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd down, Cutler. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. Oh, nice move. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking to Mixon on the check down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Dalton, 1st and 10. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. Dalton up, play action. And down he goes. They sack him 1-yard line. Everson Griffin in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton bootlegs out. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 on the year. Now the left-footed punter in his 9th year, Kevin Huber on to kick. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Again, it's Cook. Cook able to escape. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They run. Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Cutler to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On the ground, it's Cook. And an alley to run. Vikings. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. And this throw will be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Leopard! All right, here we go. Let's go!
Out of the gun, it's Cutler. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here they come. Hot.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Here's Cutler. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 14. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final act of the first half, Dalton. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Ross. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Dalton here from the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Here's Sherrills. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action now. Cutler. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Here's Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And not there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go now.
3rd and 2, now Cutler. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Cook. Quick strip. The ball's out. And the Bengals have recovered it.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and it's Cincinnati first down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now let's go. Blue landing.
A toss to Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Vikings on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Cutler. Dancing to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by George Iloka. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Linval Joseph breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Second down, Dalton. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. And the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jeremy Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is good. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 54 yards on the ground. They go play action here on first down. That is caught at the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. So now 3rd and goal. Will the deep, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's up and good. Forbath out to kick this one away. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Play action here with Dalton. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Throwing on 1st down. Dalton. And now here is another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd down following the run. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the...
And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Handoff comes to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. A give. This is Cook. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he floats one there, incomplete.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
That's Detroit!
Going to give his time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Let's just give credit where it belongs. The defensive front has out-leveraged the offensive guys trying to block them. We often say low man wins in tough situations. That's exactly what's happened here. 3 straight runs.